Today we're going to talk about student loan relief, an update on that, investing like Warren Buffett.
We are going to get forgiven or student loans?
It looks like we are.
I hope so, man.
It really does look like. I bought two. So we'll talk about a lot of good stuff today. Even Alex Jones.
What?
Alex Jones.
Why?
Hopefully we don't get canceled. But yeah, my name is Josh Rincon and this is Avance Latino News.
This is Carlos, and if this is the first time you're watching this, please like, subscribe, and comment down below as you're listening along.
So like I said, the first thing, student debt relief update. I want to update you guys real briefly. This is I follow the White House Twitter account. I'd recommend you follow so you can see any updates. We're not sponsored. So basically they sent out an email. This is how I found out so if you want to know any updates,
Subscribe to their email
list. Subscribe to the email
I haven't
list.
done that because you tell me all the time.
Do it because you can get updates, and I got an update today saying, hey, this is what the application is going to look like. We'll look at it right now, how it's going to look like, but these are some important things. The application period to submit for this program is going to open sometime later this month, and it's going to run till December 31st of the 2023, not 2022. So for like
year.
Till next year, yeah. Because imagine just 2 months, people are like, I was in Mexico for 3 months. I didn't know, I didn't have a phone, so I guess so that no one is left out. The application will be short and simple. You don't need any documents, nothing. It's going to be available in English and Spanish, and both for mobile and desktop devices. So they're really trying to make it like super, super simple. This is something interesting. Nearly 90% of the relief is actually going to go to people that earned less than 75,000, 87%. And then people that make 75 to 100 type. But here's something that's interesting. So let's just say most of these people have 50 to 100,000 in student debt. The ones that are going to get the assistance.
Student loan forgiven.
Hopefully most of these people got good degrees, because if you have let's say 50 to 100K in debt and you make less than 75K, that is not a good return on your investment. No. So it's important choosing the right degree, which we'll watch some videos later today about, different career paths. But 0%, 125 or more, obviously, because
that was the limit, right?
That was the limit. Yeah, the max 125, and I believe for couples 250 for couples. But let's watch this video real fast so you guys can see what I'm talking about. All right, so this is the video. They do it super fast, but it's gonna be pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Boom, you hit submit, and that's basically it.
Is that an iPhone?
It looks like it's an iPhone. Apple's
that's
sponsoring the government.
iPhone, though.
That is not the new. It doesn't have the little island. But that's basically how it says. They say it's gonna look. So your name, it looks like your birth date, your social security, and you hit submit.
I'm pretty sure it's pretty easy because they already have all your information. Hopefully it happens soon, because I thought it was going to be the first week of October, and I'm still waiting. I still have it on my bank account, when I see what I have loans for. And once that's given away, I'm pretty sure it's going to feel nice. And I feel like my credit score should go up, right? I don't know.
We really don't know.
Because that's a loan that you have,
Yeah, we don't know how is this going to be reported on the credit. I for sure know in California we're not going to pay taxes on this if it gets forgiven. So that's awesome. But yeah,
we're paying taxes in our gas.
Yeah, basically that's where all this money is coming from.
Yeah.
Hot topic, but we're not talking about gas this week. It's a miracle, guys. Boring is better when it comes to investing. So when it comes to investing, it's super important that you guys look at a long-term point of view. Now, this chart right here, I want to explain what it is. The blue represents Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett, basically, how he's performed. So in January 2020, when the stock market went down because of COVID, he went down. Everyone went down, right? But then he slowly picked up, and he was higher than he was 2020. So he has gains from where he was at 2020, and he's been consistent. A lot of consistency, right?
You know what's really funny during this time, because the one on top is Kathy, her ARK investment. During that bottom time, everybody was making fun of Warren Buffett, saying he's out of touch. He doesn't know what good companies are. The new right Warren Buffett is who? What's
Kathy
her name?
Wood.
Kathy Wood.
Kathy Wood.
They were calling her the new one, Warren Buffett.
Basically, it's old money versus new money. So
maybe it's not old money because they have Apple. Yeah. They have Chevron. It's just more like Warren Buffett doesn't. Kathy Wood, if we're gonna see what she invested in, right?
Yeah, I was gonna explain that right now. So this is Kathy Wood. Kathy Wood is I guess you could say the new, what people were saying, like he was saying now, new Warren Buffett. But her her ETF performed really good from when the pandemic started. when the initial recession, COVID recession happened, all the way to now. Look at this, literally to the moon.
She was killing it. Like
She was killing it.
Not
Yeah.
gonna lie, like if like this is a good person to invest in. It's super risky, but like imagine if you sold there
Right here.
and bought again at the bottom and switched over to Warren Buffett's stock.
I know. So, in 2022, the year-to-date performance, Kathy Wood has lost 57.51%, and Warren Buffett only 6%, which is better than the actual S&P 500.
Yeah.
S&P 500 is like in the middle, 24, 25. So here's the difference, and this is something because we're not just going to talk about them, but how you can apply it to your life. Warren Buffett, he basically invests into stuff like Bank of America, Coca-Cola. He invests into companies that have gone through several recessions, that have withstand recessions, and some people might say they're like boring. Because compared to, Coca-Cola, Bank of America, Kathy Wood, on the other hand, was investing into companies like Tesla, like Roku, like companies that were hot during the pandemic. But now that the pandemic's over, no one's buying for Zoom. Zoom is like slowly dying. Tesla, we obviously had every tech stock, not just Tesla, most tech stocks went down.
But
Shopify.
Tesla's the only one that's probably doing really good. Like it's calmed down, but if you see where it was prior to 2020,
Oh, well, yeah.
it's like
Compared to Rivian, compared to even Facebook.
Facebook is 2017, 2016 levels.
Facebook.
But like I personally don't think Warren Buffett is boring because look, he has Apple, he has Amazon, he has Activision. So it's not like he's boring. It's just this is versus someone who I feel like studies more fundamentals, looks at what they're actually, doing as a business versus Kathy Wood. Like, who knew about Zoom like 3 years ago? Who knew about Roku was around, but Shopify was around, but Coinbase was around, but versus this guy, like Apple's been around for a long time. Amazon's been around for a long time. Activision's been around a long time. So it's not boring, but I feel like Kathy Wood went for what everything's really hype. And she might be right in the long run. Like, you might follow, like, she went to this crazy run and then this crazy. I think in total, it's gone down like 70%, close to 70%, like her stock. This is comparing each other.
Yeah.
But
Well, year to date from 2022.
Year to date. Okay, then maybe I am wrong. I thought it was closer to 70s. But maybe in 10 years, maybe Roku picks up. Maybe Coinbase picks up. Maybe Shopify. I could see that. But I don't see Zoom, But I could see Tesla, So she might be right, but way down the line.
Yeah. And he's not boring. He's like you said, he's more fundamentally. He looks at the companies, make sure that they're profitable, that they're all that stuff.
To me, what's really cool is this just shows you these are both like, I'm not saying she's dumb because she's really smart, and also he's really smart. But it just shows you even the smartest people in the room get it this badly wrong, you know. So it's like she lost 50% to recover a 57% loss. You have to shoot over 100% gains. So it's like. It's not easy recovering from that. And I think that's why she wrote her open letter this week to the Fed. She's like, please, you need to cut interest rates because you're hurting the world, but you're hurting her. Warren Buffett's like, I'm chilling.
Yeah.
And then that's always so funny because everybody's making fun of him. You're so out of touch, Warren Buffett. If you would have listened to him, you would have been only negative 6%. Better than the S&P. He's smart, man.
Yeah, no, two very smart people. Definitely, Warren Buffett, super smart guy. Kathy Wood as well. Nothing against Kathy Wood, but it's a good comparison and something that you could apply to your life if you're thinking of investing. Is don't follow the hype. Follow more like companies like. First, think of it like this: like, man, every year I buy a new iPhone. All of my cousins buy a new iPhone. All of my friends buy a new iPhone. Apple's pretty stable company. If I'm buying the phone every single year, I should probably even consider investing into them. Think of it like that when you're thinking about investing. It's a good company.
Like for me, one thing that I always think about, because I didn't really think about investing growing up, but in college, there was a new player in town called Adobe. They've been around, but they were always kind of like, no one cares about him. Who cares about him? Like it's Avid. Avid is the number one editing software, and they're always going to be the number one editing software, blah, blah, blah. And I would always tell my professors, like, nah, Adobe, man, they get it right. It's super easy to use. Watch. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the number one thing. I'm probably never going to touch Avid, and I would not pay attention to those classes. I would just do Adobe. But now that I know about it, that's how you invest into stocks. Is like, if I would have known now, I'd been like, oh, I think Adobe's gonna kill it. Why? Because I work in that industry. I understand it. I use it every day. And if I see a competitor that no one's using, the young people aren't using, that's when your investor mind goes, uh-oh, this is a chance to buy. And if you see the Adobe stock, like it was nothing, and then boom, it's like, damn, that's why I wish I would have understood investing. Because like that's why I think the most important way to invest is not hype, but just even looking at things that you do, in your business or you like for fun. Yeah, like Apple. You go into a classroom, raise your hand who has an iPhone. I'm pretty sure 90%. Like there might be that one kid that still has Android, but it might be different in Europe. In Europe, I think it's mostly Android.
Always remember that. And, there might be opportunities when you can jump on the hype, do what Kathy would, but, pull out your gains. Because everyone knew, but then everyone didn't realize to pull out. A lot of people didn't realize to pull out. Like Zoom, companies like that, Coinbase, it was going to be a hype.
The thing about her that I kind of have a bad taste of her is the whole time when the stock was coming down, she's like, guys, don't worry. This is deflationary. This is transitory. This is transitory. And I was like, what are you talking about? Gas is going up. Everything's going up. What are you talking? This is transitory. This is and everybody listened, yeah. But it's pretty cool that, hey, if you don't understand stocks, if you have like a person that you like, just follow their ETF. Just invest in Berkshire Hathaway. Look at all the stocks he's invested. You don't have to do any homework. You just be like, hey, I like Warren Buffett. I'm just going to dollar cost average into his ETF and just chill. Forget about it. If you like Kathy Wood and you're young, and you think Tesla's going to be number one, you think Coinbase is going to be there, Shopify is going to compete, invest with Kathy Wood. You don't have to do any homework. Just invest in these people.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Play it safe, educate yourself, and never...
You know what's funny? Meet Kevin wants to start his own ETF.
Yeah, maybe don't follow celebrities like Kim Kardashian and stuff like that.
I was gonna say, these influencers are gonna start doing their own ETFs.
I know.
The Logan Paul ETF.
And that's where you don't invest into them.
Yes.
No.
Just imagine when Nelk Boys have an ETF.
But no, I highly recommend you don't, because Logan Paul. He bought an NFT for $600K. Now it's worth $10.
Yeah, of course. But I think it might be a trend. Yeah. Imagine it becomes easier. Follow my ETF.
But this is something interesting.
That's our mall.
I know. Cerritos
Did you take
mall.
that photo?
I did not. Nah, that's like a drone photo. But so this is an interesting article that I saw. So raise your hand if you still go to the mall. So the American mall has just 700 standing, and there might be just 150 left, I think, in 10 years. So the story behind this is that in the 1980s, there was 2,500 malls in the U.S. As of now, there's only 700. So that's a huge decline. And this article was talking about how there might be only 150 left within 10 years from now, which is not too far away. Why? What's happening? I didn't really want to do much. I don't want to be biased and just do what the article is saying, but I'd be curious, like just from a conversation. Also, what you guys think. You can comment below why you guys think the mall is dying.
Do you shop more online, or do you still go in person? This mall, for sure, it's packed.
That's what I was saying. Like, there's only going to be 150 or whatever, but those that are left are going to be strong. Yeah. The strong ones. There's one that everyone makes fun of, Buena Park Mall. It's empty. There's one in Westminster after 405, empty.
It's probably because they didn't get the cool stores. This one was kind of, even the Lakewood Mall was falling apart, but they kind of brought little things here and there. Oh yeah. Like for me, like my girlfriend, she used to shop all the time at the mall. For this past month, she's been buying almost all her outfits on Amazon. Yeah. And she just loves it because like she's starting to notice that it's not only just because when you think of Amazon, you probably think, not that good, but it's good quality brands that are going on there because they know like how easy it is just to buy. And she loves it. She doesn't have to drive, walk around, stress.
Free returns.
Yeah, you could do it while you're watching TV.
While you're at work.
Yeah. Or while you're shopping at work. Yeah, when you have that extra 5 minutes.
I think there's
today.
There's
hey,
the answer.
Who got the Amazon or yesterday?
Yeah, Prime deals. Yeah, I think you hit it exactly. Amazon. I think that's the reason why,
Shopify eventually.
E-commerce, that's the reason why these malls are. Who knows what the future of the mall is going to look like? What stuff is going to be inside of it? Because it has to change.
Well, a lot of these stores are trying to get. I don't want to talk too much about it, but they want to get into metaverse. Walmart has their own store at the metaverse. I forgot. I think Sephora has a store. Ulta. Interesting. All of these where you could But who's gonna buy a VR? Who has a VR headset? Do you know anyone who has a VR headset? Like,
No.
So it's not gonna be anything revolutionary. But
Or anytime soon.
Nah. Facebook just had their metaverse thing. That was pretty cool. But like, I think Amazon and Shopify are going to kill it.
Yeah.
To me, I was talking to my girlfriend. I think the best thing that Amazon can do, which I think eventually they're going to do, is for returns. Because that's the only annoying thing. I still have to go to the store.
Yeah.
So it's like, wait, I thought you were an online store. I think eventually what's going to do, just like the mail, if you leave your mail outside, they'll pick it up, on Sunday. I think eventually Amazon's going to be like, you know what? Leave your returns by the door. Just label it. Once they do that, who's going to want to shop at a store when you could just buy it and return it, bro? It's not that hard. Just the mailman already does that. I was like, wait till they do that. Amazon does that. Yeah, these stores are going to suffer, Because, the thing is, a lot of these stores are already in Amazon, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they have their own online platform presence. Yeah.
But you have to sell on Amazon, though.
And here's a crazy story. So something that restaurants are doing, because I just looked at Lazy Dog. Lazy Dog is a restaurant that's Lazy Dog, but they have their own online different business, different restaurant called Jolene's. When you go to Lazy Dog, it's not called Jolene's. It's called Lazy Dog.
You can't order that there.
You can't order it there. You can only pick it up. So like restaurants are even like, we better do something. We better have a presence online as well.
Uber Eats,
Uber Eats, yeah, all of those. So it's super interesting. Another thing too, I was thinking is a lot of other car manufacturers might follow Tesla model, and maybe inside the mall there might be like a Mercedes store, BMW store, Ford store, where you just look at cars, you pick the one you want, you order it, boom, you're done. Because a lot of dealers don't like the dealer model. A lot of car brands don't like the dealer model anymore. So they want to say direct to consumer. Screw you guys. We'll make all the money, all the profit, direct to consumer, just like Tesla. Boom.
That technically is going online because a lot of people are going to, see their cars online. It's like Tesla. They do everything online. Yeah, I could see that.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Hopefully it brings the cost down. I don't know about that. But yeah, for sure. It's more about an experience.
Yeah, that's what I think the mall is going to be, an experience.
I personally don't like the mall. I think it's like a waste. You go in there, you're going to come out less, with less money in your bank. Like,
your net worth's going to go down.
Yeah, you walk in, your net worth's down. So just count all those people who are walking in like, oh man, minus 100, minus 100, minus 100. Because you go in the store, like anything. Yeah. The only stores that I still kind of go to is TJ Maxx, Ross, because they're a bargain. But the stores in here are kind of expensive. Yeah.
Very, very expensive. Now, to the next topic. Alex Jones. Why? He's even saying, why? So Alex Jones, if you guys don't know who he is, he's a conspiracy theorist. And he just, I think, yesterday or today, he was, the court ordered for him to pay $965 million because of the situation that happened in Sandy Hook, the shooting of all the kids and everything. He said that the massacre, the shooting at the school was fake, right? And because of that, now he's getting in trouble. He has to pay all these fines because it was false. It wasn't true what he was saying. And you might be thinking, why are you talking about this here? Why does this matter, right? The importance of making sure what you're saying on social media and making sure you're protecting yourself, because don't say lies on social media, especially about something as sentimental as that, but something even as small as like, oh, Apple did this or this person did this. People can sue you. People can go after you. And if you don't have like certain things set up in your life, like for example, people that have LLCs, they could protect their personal from their business, limited liability. But if you don't have any of that, everything's connected to your personal. Someone comes after you and sues you and they win and the court demands 10 million. They're going to take away your house, they're going to take your cars and all that. So the lesson here is the importance of not lying, not saying fake stuff, not trying to, get yourself in trouble, taking care of your image online, especially in today's day and age on social media. Don't make up lies. Don't, false claims about stuff.
This guy has a lot of funny memes.
Yeah, I know.
You talking about that makes me want to go and delete all my old YouTube videos. I still get hate from those videos, but I was a little kid. But I think it is super important, because, for me, how I can give an example is I was applying for a job or a internship at Univision, and I just submitted my resume, and that was back in 2013. So it was like early, 13 or 14 now, and like. Social media was thing around, but there wasn't such thing as social media influencers really or anything like that. It was kind of like whatever. And the only reason they said they hired me or they picked me out of all the candidates was because they went to my Twitter and thought I was hilarious. So yeah, and imagine now, like almost 10 years later, yeah, it's your social media presence. For me, Instagram, I see it as almost like my resume, you know? It's because people only put pretty stuff on there. Because yeah, what you do, how you look makes a big impact. And I'm pretty sure jobs already say that. Don't they check your
I'm pretty sure they check.
media?
They look it up on LinkedIn,
Yeah.
on Instagram,
So yeah,
Facebook.
it's super important to make sure, you know, you have a good image out there.
Don't be saying lies. No fake news, guys. Or else you're gonna be sent to
Yeah.
court like Alex Jones. You don't want to do that.
For that sucks because I could just imagine the parents, you know,
Yeah.
that lost. That sucks. Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know how much money and his net worth and all that. But I mean, even if they get 10% of this, you know, like 100 million, and they split it up between the families, it's a lot of money they're gonna be getting
Yeah,
just
but
for this.
they'd rather have their kids.
Of course, yeah. Of course.
I'm pretty sure they don't really care. It's almost just to, you know, make
Yeah,
sure
money will
no
never replace.
one else talks bad about them like that.
Yeah, of course. It's crazy.
That's
very
funny,
important.
though.
Protect your image, especially what you post on social media.
Random topic.
Random topic, but I saw it. I thought it was interesting. And we already talked about college, but this is something interesting. This is another article that I saw, something very new, especially if you're going to go to college, you have kids that want to go to college. There's a list of 20 colleges that they're promising no student debt. Loans are not part of the deal.
What? What do you
Yeah,
mean?
loans are not part of the deal. I just wanted to show, you know, like a balance
So they're gonna
of a
make
typical student.
They're gonna not make kids get in debt?
Yeah, so a lot of schools, what they're doing is they're implementing these no loan policies, which will help mostly people that need, you know, like financial assistance, that they're, you know, your household income is, you know, let's say under 100,000 or something like that.
Oh wow.
Then they're going to make school for free. And these are some schools: Yale, Duke
Pomona.
University, MIT. Pomona College is a local here in California. So just if you guys are wondering, all these colleges plus another 16, it's a new thing. I think the reason why they're doing this is because
Pressure.
they're getting pressured, and then people are realizing, shoot, you know, there's other alternatives. You don't have to go to college, especially if you're going to pay $100,000. Google offers it for free.
I wonder. Yeah. I wonder what the stats are. I'm pretty sure college application has probably gone down. I don't think that many kids go to college, probably, if I had to say, compared to previous years. Because it is really popular especially on TikTok and Instagram. You see those reels. I didn't go to college. I started my own business, or I did this, blah blah blah. Yeah.
Oh, I have an OnlyFans. You know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's made a huge difference. And yeah, like you
They have to compete.
don't have to go to school. You know, you can, you know, like for me from film, I didn't really have to.
Or
go
for
to
business, for me. Yeah.
Yeah, you need more experience than anything else.
Yeah. So
That's pretty. Yeah,
super interesting.
they're gonna have to do this, especially because you don't have to go to college anymore.
Yeah, you don't have to. Like education is for everyone. Everyone can go to college, but not everyone needs to, right? There's other alternatives.
And
So-
also, like for me personally, I don't know how it is everywhere else, but I've never picked up my college certificate just because no one's ever asked for it. No one's ever mentioned, are
They
you
don't
even
care.
college grad? They always say, send me your resume. Not my resume. Send me your work, especially for me. So give me your reel, which is a video of what I do. No one ever asked me, what college you go to? Nah, you went to Yale. Nah, yeah. Oh, you went to community? Nah.
No one cares.
No. And to be honest, like we've had 2 people that we hired that were from schools.
Like prestigious schools.
Yeah, and they just didn't like them. They were too cocky.
And
Because
they
that's
probably lack
all they talked
experience.
about. I go to this school, I'm graduating. What
Yeah.
does that have to do with anything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's important that if you're a student, you want to go to college, especially if you're low to moderate income. There's a lot of not even because community college for the most part the first year or two is free.
Well, make sure.
This-
Yeah, but also make sure what degree you're taking. I
Yeah.
think no one really talks about that, and that's something that you need to prepare. Even if your freshman year of high school, hey, what do you want to do? You know, because you could get a degree that's really good and it'll pay out, but you know maybe not, and that sucks. Especially if you got over 100 grand. You know that sucks.
Yeah, I had a picture. I don't know where it was, but maybe it's at the end. But it shows like the return on investment on different degrees, like which are the ones that are the best paying the return on investment. Film, the best return? No, I don't think so.
No, right now it has to be computer science.
Yeah, anything has to do with STEM,
Yeah,
basically.
computer science.
science, technology,
Film.
engineering.
I think
math.
film degrees you're pretty much homeless.
Actors, film, yeah.
You're pretty much a bum. If
It's
you're
a
film.
hustle. It's a
you're a
hustle,
film
man. You
major.
gotta hustle.
Yeah.
So let's look at some different jobs. You know, we're talking about college and your return on investment. I want to show you guys these videos that I found on TikTok, of all places, of, you know, different jobs. Maybe it'll give you an idea of where you can work and what they make and how much experience do you need. Let's watch the first one.
I work in real estate investment banking.
And about how much money do you make per year?
I would say about 160, 180K.
And how many years experience do you have?
1 year.
And what type of college degree or education did you get?
I went to an Ivy League school,
Where at?
Cornell University.
Okay. And last question, how many hours a week do you work?
I work probably 80 plus hours.
So I wanted to show this one first because 180,000, but working 80 hours, he's really making 90,000 a year. If you do he's doing 2 jobs.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Oh, I wonder how he's doing. 45, maybe 50, 80? Yeah.
80 plus. He's
Pretty much works every day.
80 plus every day, 12 hours. Nuts. Pretty.
Yeah,
pretty
like it's a
crazy.
great salary, but he doesn't have like maybe Saturday, Sunday off, you know?
Yeah,
Or
so-
he works like morning till night.
He is his first year, so maybe they're overworking him. But I mean, I know in investment banking, after, 5, 10, 15 years, they make crazy money. Really, really good money. So definitely $500,000 or more, some of them. So just if you guys were wondering, he already has making pretty good income 1 year.
I'm a software engineer,
And about how much money do you make per year as a software engineer?
about 190,000.
And how many years experience do you have?
I just started, but I have about 2 internships, so about like 5 months.
And did you go to college? If so, where did you go to and what did you major in?
I went to UNC Chapel Hill and majored in computer science.
So that just shows you, we were talking about what are some good careers to go into. STEM, software engineer,
Computer science.
IT, all that.
Anything
is
that
good.
has to do with computers.
He really has 0 experience. I mean, 2 internships. He has no real world work experience. He just has 2 internships.
The only question you didn't ask him how many hours you work.
Yeah, I know that. I know software
Yeah.
engineers work pretty good amount, but I mean, 190
Yeah,
right out of
that's
college.
That's really
Right out of
good.
college,
That's
like
really good.
technically 0 experience, like an actual job. All he had was just his
5
2
months.
internships,
I
5
had to- I had
months.
to do a whole year internship. Yeah.
Crazy. Last one.
I work in cybersecurity.
And about how much money do you make per year in
I've
cybersecurity?
seen this one.
Ranges right now probably close to around 400.
And do you love what you do?
Absolutely love every day of it.
Of course.
How does someone get started in cybersecurity?
Man, just having a general interest in IT and stuff is awesome.
Nerd.
Kind of get you started. I started in college personally. Just got a degree in computer science and just went from there.
I'm gonna
Computer
go back,
science.
I'm gonna go back to school.
Computer science, guys. That's all I got to say. Computer science.
That's what I wanted to do. That's what's funny, but I had to go to Vanguard.
Yeah, so if you guys are considering anything,
Great
you don't know what
job.
career,
Almost
science.
$500,000.
$500,000, not really much.
He's at a
experience.
Lamborghini store.
I know.
He's probably buying a Lambo.
He looks young too, so
Close to 30.
close to 30, but
Still, like-
$400,000 a year. So those are just some careers if you guys are
But
interested.
imagine his debt. That's the thing, too. That's one thing. How much money do you have in the bank right now?
Yeah,
Pretty
that's
cool.
super important. But yeah, it's super important to understand these different careers.
Yeah, that's what's more important. Pay attention to what you want to do because, you can kill it.
Another random but yet interesting because it's in California. But this article is talking about
What?
this home in Oakland, California went. This is the actual
It went
link.
for or it's selling?
It was listed on Redfin for $765,000. Let's say with the 6% interest rate, you're talking about almost $5,000 a month
It's almost it's probably
to own this house that's partially burned up, destroyed in the inside, 1,300 square foot.
What part of Oakland is that it's that
It
expensive?
looks like an ugly part. I mean, it doesn't look like the sidewalks clean or none of that. So it doesn't look like it's the nice part. Well,
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with the area, but I just
Just from seeing this
from
image.
seeing it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's crazy.
Crazy.
That's what tells you, are we in a bubble? Like, are cities like that going to get affected?
How is that 765? That's
Yeah.
not. That's most people that earn even 100K household income cannot afford 765.
But you know who's causing this? Computer science nerds.
Oh yeah.
That all work for IT jobs. They're
yeah.
the ones making,
Silicon Valley.
Silicon Valley, San Francisco, San Jose,
San Jose.
all expensive. But yeah, it's burnt down. I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to foundation. Who knows?
100 grand easily just to fix.
If more, So you're saying this house, when it's fixed up, is worth almost 800 and something, almost 900? It's nuts.
Almost
yeah.
$1 million house.
No,
Right?
yeah, there's definitely a bubble in the...
There's certain
Oh,
places.
you know what? I read that's right. I read this, and I was like, I'm going to bring it out in the podcast. Did you know that right now, builders that are building homes, they're giving a special deal to investors if they buy in bulk housing? Do you know how much percentage or discount they're giving away? 25%.
That's huge. So is that how much some houses are going to give?
That's what this guy was saying in the podcast. Like, if the builders are giving investors, like, hey, if you buy like 10, 20 of these houses, we'll give you these houses at negative 25%. This was the Wall Street Journal. I'll put it on the video. And I was like, oh, when I was hearing that, I was like, dang, so maybe houses could drop 25%.
Yeah. No, the most important thing that we can come out of, like we talked about this last week, is like the importance in understanding that where you're at, the location matters. Because there could be like right now, gas prices on average in the U.S. are $4 or $5, right? They're like $7 here in California.
Where I was at, I saw almost high 8s.
Yeah.
In
so,
LA.
Exactly. So even from here to a couple miles down the road over there in
30
LA.
30 minutes.
So your location matters. So we can't say in Norwalk or in Cerritos or in Los
hard to
Angeles
tell.
or in Texas. It's all different. Every city, every state, they all have different. They're all different beasts. So it's just gonna depend on that.
Yeah.
This is a survey.
It's a good one, right?
It's a good survey that was
Yeah.
recently conducted on 14,000 teenagers. And here are some results of some questions that they asked. So this is pretty cool. So what is the top shopping website? Teenagers said, of course, Amazon.
Dang, 52%.
Basically, all of them said Amazon.
You know they're going to shop at Amazon for the rest of their life.
For the rest of their lives.
Apple's on there, Fuji's on there, like for
Everything.
cameras. Every company is on Amazon. You have to. Yeah, like 52. That's high. The next one is
Super
what? What is
Sheen. You don't know? Oh, clothing.
It's clothing,
Yeah,
right?
clothing.
But it's like, you would think, I don't know, Walmart, you would think Target,
Something else.
but Sheen.
Maybe.
Like,
Yeah.
but this is teenagers. So
Oh, yeah. These are teenagers.
These are teenagers. Okay, it makes sense. Never mind.
We'll skip over it because it's a lot of...
But still, 52%. They
I know.
basically took over that market.
It's a huge amount of, huge percentage. Now, I want to skip over to food. Top restaurants. The top one was Chick-fil-A. I love Chick-fil-A too.
Even though they're closed on Sundays, they're still number one.
They're still number one. Super smart. After
Not
that,
even In-N-Out? Oh, yeah, In-N-Out's a
In-N-Out's not all over.
California
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
And then Starbucks, of course. And then Chipotle.
Starbucks
makes sense.
is the nastiest. That's not even coffee.
It's 'cause
that's
teenagers
a teenager.
don't- yeah.
They don't drink coffee.
Yeah.
They drink ice with sugar.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
that's why.
It's not coffee.
Top snacks.
Olive Garden.
Oh, Olive Garden is
That's
fifth place.
funny.
Super random. Yeah, super
Not even
random.
Taco Bell, Olive Garden?
Super random.
That's funny.
Top snacks: Goldfish, Lay's, Cheez-Its, Doritos, and then Cheetos. I don't know. Entertainment. This one's interesting right here. So top celebrities: Ryan Reynolds. All right, he's the top.
Really?
Then Adam Sandler.
What
Taylor
does he
Swift.
do? Ryan Reynolds.
Actor.
But like, what does he do? Is he on YouTube, on TikTok, or?
I don't know. I don't really follow him, to be honest. I'm not a teenager, so I don't know. I'm not a. We got to bring a teenager here to ask him.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds.
Top influencers. This one
Adam
is
Sandler?
Interesting. Yeah, Adam Sandler.
That's because his movies on Netflix.
he comes out in a lot of Netflix movies. And where's everyone at
Taylor
watching
Swift.
movies? Netflix, of course. Now, next thing is top influencers. So number one, drumroll, Andrew Tate. Of course, he's the top influencer. He's everywhere.
He's
Like
all over Instagram and TikTok.
every time I open TikTok, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Andrew Tate. It's not even him posting it because he's banned from
Sometimes
everywhere.
it's not even him talking; it's his audio on someone working out or something.
Yeah. It's
So
like
it's-
motivational
yeah.
stuff or like working out and stuff. Yeah. He's
'Cause he
literally
really-
everywhere.
Like, I get a lot of people hate him, but sometimes when you hear him, you're like, "Damn, I gotta get up. I gotta do something."
Yeah.
Mr. Beast, Kanye West, Sammy would be super happy.
Yeah, after Andrew Tate,
Who's
it's
Emma?
Emma Chamberlain. She's an influencer. She's on YouTube. She's just an influencer,
Beauty or something?
lifestyle, vlogging, I don't know, stuff like that.
Vlogger.
Kanye West, he's huge. He's a lot of haters, a lot of lovers.
He's a billionaire though.
He's a billionaire, and he actually just tweeted his first tweet a couple days ago, and then he's already banned because of what he was saying. So he's very controversial for sure. A lot of stuff that he
does
says.
it on purpose, you know.
Yeah.
Good news, bad news. It's Kanye.
I mean,
Doesn't
he's
matter.
the top,
Yeah.
the top
There's a
influencer right there,
reason,
right?
yeah.
And then it's Mr. Beast, of course.
And you would think like Kanye was like up and coming when I was in middle school, and he's still good with teenagers.
You would think he would be irrelevant.
You'd be like, oh, you don't even hear Beyonce.
Yeah, like kind of, but not as much.
She's not on the
known yet.
list.
You don't hear like like
Beyonce,
Jay-Z,
you know, name another Britney Spears. Nowhere, but he's still around when they were, he's been for what, almost 30 years, 20 something years, like OG, like really good popular guy.
Interesting. Yeah, he's crazy. Mr. Beast, of course, he's the biggest. I think he has the biggest YouTube channel because he has so many channels. And then the last one, The Rock. The Rock Johnson.
Oh, his name is so long. It's so tiny.
It's so tiny.
Yeah.
And now, where do people mostly watch their videos? Video consumption for teenagers? Netflix. Of course, because they're watching Jeffrey Dahmer. YouTube.
No, they're not. Hope teenagers aren't. That's a horrible show to watch for teenagers.
Every teenager I know is watching that show.
Really?
Yep.
You hang out with a lot of teenagers?
No, but it's TikTok. You can see it all over TikTok. They're actually
I don't watch shows
remaking
like that.
videos of him. Now YouTube, of course.
I watch a
YouTube.
lot of. I pretty much only watch YouTube.
You're probably watching us on YouTube.
I don't even watch Netflix. I don't know when was the last show I
Not
watched
really.
on Netflix.
I watch more YouTube than anything.
Yeah.
And TikTok maybe. Top social media platforms. TikTok, of course. Then it's Snapchat. That was surprising.
To me too.
I don't use Snapchat
But
at all.
yeah, just like send personal, like real quick, like, hey, look what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But not really. I don't post stories on there anymore ever.
Rarely. And then
But I just didn't know how big the gap is, like 10% above Instagram. I thought Instagram was gonna be high.
that just shows you Snapchat still has a chance because, I mean, teenagers are the future, right? If they really are able to capture that audience and keep them,
The only thing is, like, I wonder how many people are actually engaging, or just like, are they counting it as using it or posting as their stories, Because I use it probably every day, Snapchat. I'm always posting, like, to send to my girlfriend, like, I'm doing this, because sometimes it's so much cool just to show a video of what I'm doing, but I don't post on my stories. So I do use it almost every day.
Interesting.
Wow.
You could tell these are teenagers when you look at the social causes, and this would be the last one.
Environment.
Mostly
Gas prices is
inflation.
dry. For me, it's like gas, inflation.
Everyone right now is like, screw these three.
Yeah.
I care about this.
Teenagers care about.
Not that the rest of the stuff obviously is important.
No, but
But it's like right now people are like, I can't pay for my house bill. I can't pay. I need money.
gas.
Right now people are struggling financially. I don't think they
Grocery
really care
stores.
about the environment.
It's so funny that gas station inflation, because
I know.
their parents are paying it
Because they're teenagers. They don't have to pay for these things.
Yeah, it's pretty much their dad.
If it was adults, these things would be all the way in the last. It'd be gas prices 99.
Someone would say, "What's environment?"
I know. Like, what do you mean environment?
I'm in worse shape. Yeah,
That
healthcare have been way up there.
healthcare,
Like, how do we have
inflation,
healthcare?
gas prices, all that stuff. So I thought it was funny when I saw social causes. Like, these important stuff, right?
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
important. Our
yeah.
environment is important. The impact that we make in our environment.
Yeah.
But as of right now,
But
people
people,
care more about
focusing too much on environment is why gases are too high.
yeah. That's
Like how we were talking last week. Like the demand, we've focused so much on environment, which is a good thing, but look what it's done to gas.
There has to be a balance.
We're
There has to be a
hurting
balance.
us. We're hurting, a lot of people.
There has to be a balance,
Yep.
especially because we've been so dependent of like gasoline. We cannot switch from gas to electric vehicles overnight.
And also, you got to remember, the stuff that makes electric cars use gas.
And a lot of electricity and just
Every tool
fossil
that
fuels,
uses,
everything.
uses gas. So to go say, hey, we're gonna go fully green, how? What do you mean? Like, that's a huge technological revolution that has to happen.
Yeah, it's gonna take a long time.
Yeah.
It is gonna happen. Whether
I
you
think
like it
more
or
with
not.
nuclear energy.
Yeah, we'll see. But gas is definitely,
That's so funny. Bottom of their list.
yeah, bottom of the
But
list.
hey, let's see next year what the survey says, because they do this survey once every year.
Okay, I'll be very, very interesting. In regards to COVID-19, some resources. There's 2 events that are coming up. The first one is wellness with movies. This is just a local event happening. If you're local in California, in the city of El Monte, there's this pretty cool stuff where they have resources and they have movie nights. So if you want to go check them out, there's their information. They have a QR code, and they also have this thing called Happy, Healthy, Prepared. for any resources that you need, whether it's anywhere from free prescription glasses to if you need to get it's called the social safety net screenings. If you need your flu shot, your COVID, if you want your COVID vaccine, all this stuff. This is in the city of Lancaster, so it's two different stuff that's happening pretty far away from each other. So if you're in the area and you want, they're going to be giving away books, gift cards, groceries, diapers. Cool. So it's up to you. But
also, we're having something this Saturday.
Yeah, this Saturday we're having a youth financial literacy event happening at our location at 715 Brady Avenue, Los Angeles, California, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
And what's it going to be about? Like, do they have an idea?
Focus for youth, ages 12 and up, financial literacy. From anywhere from credit, saving, budgeting, all that stuff. We're gonna have a career panel for people that work in the banking industry, anywhere from people that have been there for 20, 30 years to just 2 or 3 years, to have a mix of stuff.
And it's pretty funny because one of our friends that we grew up with is gonna be part of the panel.
Yep. That he volunteered here at Avance Latino, and now he's working at a bank. It's pretty cool. If you guys want to contact us, this is all information: email, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, all Avance Latino. And just want to say thank you to all of you guys watching. Have a great rest of your night.